Okay, so I figured out yesterday that if I don't talk loud, you don't hear me. Today, I'm going to just do my electrical system test and start ripping the front clip off this thing. Uh, Watch, I'm going to time lapse it and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to keep track of anything I see. First of all, right rear light, marker light. Well, there wasn't as much to that as I would have thought. Looks like all the lighting works except for the right rear corner and the interior light and the license plate light. Pretty minor things. Horn works, wipers work, washer works. Apart from trying to test the computer, there isn't a lot more I can do right now. I think I'm just going to have to examine the harness as I pull it and go from there. Fun times. Sawzall time.
This definitely pulling this for the program today.
Okay, plasma cutter time. Didn't have the right blades. One of those Murphy's Laws knives. Oh. Still going. I have to go wrestle a horse. Not a good day. Bolts are rusty. Heads are just rounding off. Sawzall, I don't have a big enough metal cutting blade. Plasma cutter, brackets are too rusty. Doesn't want to work. I don't know. Die grinder, I guess. Oh man, this thing is just determined not to come apart. Bolts are turning now. Bumper bolts. I'm just going to grind the heads off. There you go. Just a little obvious hint here. When you're grounding through something like a carriage bolt there, oftentimes when you're starting to get through to the thin part, you can see it start to turn blue in the shape of the square part of the carriage bolt. It's a little bit of a hint that you're getting thin enough that it'll punch through with the hammer and punch. Well, time to do the other one. I think the center supports are pretty rusted, so I'm hoping that they'll just rip out when I jounce on it after I grind the other bumper bolt off. There we go. One shot that time. In case you're wondering why I'm going all this trouble, I did want to save this front bumper. It's a decent front bumper and might be useful for some scrap problem. Supports seem pretty friggin' solid. Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Ha! Half that support on that side just disintegrated after I gave it a couple of whacks on the outside with a hammer. Yeah, I think this truck is a little rusty. Well, maybe I can try something else. Panel cutter. Well, tell me that didn't suck. Man. Mounts, for the most part, were rusted off on the inside. Inside of the bumper isn't too bad, a little crusty there, but it's not on the outside. It's a painted bumper. Might be good for some other work truck project. Well, you try to be careful. You don't want to damage anything that somebody else might make some use of, but hey, I'm both sick and tired of that little valance on the front there. I think it's going to get cut off with the panel cutter. Okay, so that was a little less productive than I would have thought. I had hoped that I was going to have a whole front end of that thing off, but I don't know what the deal is with those fenders. They look like they're spot welded to the core support, or at least to that front support underneath the core support. So I don't know if that's all one piece and it's all meant to come off as one, or if the whole damn thing is unibody like the van is and doesn't come off. In any case, it's, you know, it would have to come out, I guess, unless the engine is supposed to come out from the bottom. But in any case, I'm gonna go through my service manual for the van, see if it gives me any hints, and knock off for the night. Okay? See you tomorrow.